Good evening, all of you who are looking at Shaklee for the very first time. My name is Roger Hill. I am the Director of Sales here at Shaklee, and it is my honor and privilege to be here with you tonight to share with you a little bit about Shaklee. Number one, as a company, Shaklee and our wonderful products that are just changing lives all over the place. And the Shaklee opportunity, where if you just simply go out and share our products, you have the opportunity to, change your life from an income perspective. So it's a pleasure to be here with you tonight. I'm going to share those things with you. We're going to have you here for about 20 minutes, so buckle up. We got some great stuff to share with you tonight. So I had the pleasure of joining Shaklee about 7 years ago. It's been a life changer for me, for certain. I've been in this industry for a little over 20 years, and I've been with more companies than I want to acknowledge, but I finally found a home at Shaklee. And I'll tell you, from wonderful products to an opportunity that just, has it all, this is the place to be. We're thrilled that you're here tonight. If you're evaluating us for the very first time, thank you. We know there's a lot of things that you could be doing on a Monday evening, but we appreciate the fact that you are here. And out of respect for your time, what we're going to do is we're going to share the information with you. We're going to encourage you to get back to the person who maybe invited you here tonight, because obviously they care a great deal about you, and they invited you here so you could learn all the wonderful things that Shaklee has to offer. So we're just going to dive right into it, if that's okay with you. Generally speaking, I have the opportunity to go around and talk to a ton of people in my role here at Shaklee, and generally people, what I find is that people are looking for, generally falls into three different categories. Number one, personal. Number two, financial. And number three, professional. From the personal side, people are looking to just have more time, be able to do more things on their own schedule. They're looking to, travel, and what better way to do it than to have a company like Shaklee pay for that? They're looking for personal growth. They want to better themselves, a healthier life. God, we're all looking for a healthier life. And of course, if you can help others doing it, that's the place to be. From a financial perspective, they're obviously looking for extra income, be able to go to have that extra income so that you can go and buy something at Target or wherever it is that you want to shop, and just not have to worry about it. Some people use this to purchase a home, pay off debt, income for their retirement year, and of course, leave a legacy. And that's one of the outstanding things that Shaklee allows us to do. From a professional side, everyone is looking to be recognized for their achievements, career freedom, have some significance, be their own boss, and simply enjoy what it is that they do. I'll also tell you that people always ask, several questions. One, what kind of company is this? And we're going to get into that tonight. And if I do this, how much can I actually earn? And the kicker, what do I have to do to earn that income? And we're going to share all of that with you tonight. People choose Shaklee for a variety of reasons, but we provide a healthier life for everyone and a better life for anyone. And Dr. Shaklee created the first multivitamin in 1915. You heard me right. That's not 2015. That's 1950. 15. That's a long time ago. We have the vision to become the #1 global wellness brand, and we simply believe in building people. It's all about the people. That's what makes Shaklee so great and so different and so important. It's all about you. And we have clinical proof that you can live younger, longer. We happen to operate in one of the fastest growing product categories, which is global wellness. The growth, we're expecting first of all, it's a $3.7 trillion industry, and it keeps growing. From 2013 to 2015, we're at 10.6% growth. Guys, we are where we need to be. We have 4 different product categories at Shaklee. Honestly, it's about everything that you need. Okay, healthy nutrition. We're all looking for that, right? We have double-digit improvements in that category. Healthy weight. It's a kind of a weight management system, whether you're looking to, gain weight or lose weight, doesn't matter. Healthy beauty. Man, the skin is the largest organ that we have, and we all need to take care of it. And of course, our foundation where it all began, healthy home. Take all those toxins out of your home and just make living at home a lot healthier. From an income perspective, we've paid over $8 billion to people just like you who are on this call tonight. We've created over 1,000 millionaires here at Shaklee, which is pretty amazing. We have our conference coming up in 5 weeks, and one of my favorite parts at that conference is to have all the millionaires walk across the stage, and that's probably the longest lasting segment that we have. So it's pretty amazing stuff. And you know what? Community is really important. When people get involved in something, people want to participate in creating a healthier life or creating more income, being part of a community is really important. And at Shaklee, we're the first company to offset our carbon footprint to become climate neutral certified. We have 3.5 million that we've donated to survivors of natural disasters with our Shaklee Cares, and we've planted over 1 million trees, and that continues to go up. Okay, because we're all about community and environment. We were founded by Dr. Shaklee, who was a philosopher, an innovator. He created, as I mentioned, the first multivitamin in the United States in 1915, and he founded the company in 1956. So Shaklee's been around for quite some time, 63 years. That was very important to me when I was making a decision to join Shaklee, because there's a lot of reasons that you could be here tonight. When I was evaluating Shaklee, what was most important to me was the strength and the stability of the opportunity, and the strength and the stability and the integrity of the people that were running Shaklee. That was really important to me. The products weren't so important to me. It was the strength and the stability of the opportunity and the people running it. Because what I needed to know is that if I put my energy and effort into building this, if I stood up in front of you, whether you're on this call or whether we have an opportunity to meet one-on-one, whether I'm standing up in front of hundreds of people and talking about this, I needed to know deep down in my heart that this opportunity was going to be here for you if you put your time, energy, effort, and more importantly, your contacts, the people that you care about most, into this. It was really important for me that was here. Now, I'll tell you this, Shaklee should, quite frankly, come with a warning label. Whatever the reason is that you're here tonight, it almost doesn't even matter. The warning label should say, whatever your reason is for being here, that could change. And it did for me. I came here for the strength and stability and the integrity, but I absolutely stay because these wonderful products work. And I'll tell you what, Shaklee, we for 100 years at Shaklee, we've been innovating products. Whether it started in 1915 with Dr. Shaklee creating the first multivitamin, all the way through 2018, you can see here, guys, we've created proteins that people need to have in their diet. We've created Nutriferon, which is which helps with your immune system, to our Vivix product, which is an unbelievable anti-aging product that just creates the most amazing testimonials from people, whether it's from anti-aging to healthcare to skincare, whatever it is, Shaklee's got it. And we've created this for over 100 years. So I think we kind of know what we're doing. There's clinical proof. We've had a couple studies, and at Shaklee, it was funny to me when I first joined Shaklee, people would always tell me, hey, what's your favorite study? And I'd be like, I don't know. Let that be the scientists at Shaklee who create that. Let me just be able to tell people about it. So there's a couple that I think are really important. One is the landmark study, and then the landmark study, we took people who are using Shaklee, and we compared them to people who aren't using Shaklee. And we compared them to people who aren't using Shaklee, but are using another supplement. And what we found, what was really important to me, is what was really cool about this study, the landmark study, is that we went to Cal Berkeley. If you don't know Cal Berkeley, they're up in the Bay Area, and it's a pretty prestigious university. And we said to them, we'd like to do this study. And they said, no problem, we'll do the study, but we're going to make certain that we publish the results, whether they're good or bad for you. And Roger Barnett, our chairman and CEO, said, absolutely, I stand behind it. And what we found were some pretty amazing results. 11%, these are some biomarkers I'm going to talk about, 11% lower in cholesterol ratios, 33% lower in triglycerides, 36% lower in homocysteine levels, and 59% level reduction in C-reactive proteins. Now, here's why that's important. You notice how those all go down? Lower is better. So that's pretty important. That's all I want to tell you is lower is better. So that is a massive good thing. We have the telomere study. I'll touch on Elizabeth Blackburn in just a minute. But telomeres are essentially the end caps of your chromosomes, and they're there to protect them. So at the end of the day, what we want from our telomeres is we want them to be longer. The longer, the better. So the biomarkers that I talked about earlier, lower better, okay? Longer better in this scenario, okay? So what we found is that people who are using Shaklee products, okay, if we compared an 80-year-old Shaklee supplement user, they're projected to have the same telomere length as a 41-year-old non-supplement user, okay? What that means, guys, is that they're twice as long for Shaklee users. And if longer is better, I'm in. Okay. Changing brands can change your life. Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn, who was the 2009 Nobel Prize winner in medicine, is also on our scientific advisory board. And her quote is, the Shaklee population is remarkably healthier than the general population, as shown by the two studies that I just mentioned, the landmark study and the telomere study. She's actually the one who found, the telomeres. So this is a pretty big deal. Now, here's where we put our money where our mouth is, and that's the Shaklee difference. Again, when I first joined Shaklee, I thought the Shaklee difference, I thought this is really cool and that's great. Man, I have learned to find out that this is really what it's all about. We're safe, we're proven, and we're guaranteed, okay? Here's how we're safe. 350 tests on new botanicals every year, 100,000 annual quality tests, 300 million in research and development, and we are beyond organic. So we go beyond what you need to actually consider yourself organic. I think that's pretty powerful. We're proven. We're proven by the people who use it. We have 100 patents and patents pending. We have 138 clinical studies and presentations. We actually have Olympic athletes use our products because even though they're tested and it's the most stringent tests available, they use it because they know if they use our products, it's going to be safe. We have over 144 gold, silver, and bronze Olympics won powered by athletes using Shaklee products. Now, I saw this stat the other day, and I thought it was pretty amazing. That means that if we were a country at Shaklee, we would have the 5th highest medal count just by our athletes who are powered by Shaklee. We've been on every NASA mission since 1993. That's pretty incredible stuff. Now, guaranteed. This is really where I think it's powerful. And honestly, we don't talk about it enough. We tell people, use our products. If you're not satisfied in 30 days, give it back and we'll pay you back. We'll give you a refund, 100% money back guarantee. We actually appreciate it if the bottle's empty. You know why? Because we believe that if you use our products for 30 days, you'll feel the difference, and we guarantee it. That's pretty powerful stuff. We were founded by Dr. Shaklee, but we're led today by Roger Barnett. Roger Barnett is our chairman and CEO, an amazing man. When I was looking to join Shaklee, I actually had an opportunity to sit down with him and ask him, several questions. And I don't remember the question I asked to elicit this response, but I got this response from Roger, and it was really powerful. And it's really kind of the reason why I decided to join Shaklee. He said, Roger, I feel a personal obligation to each and every person who makes a decision to participate at Shaklee, that I give them the right tools for them to have success if they so choose. I'm not paraphrasing. That's exactly what he said. It resonated with me. It's stuck with me. And there are two words there that were really powerful for me. And those two words were personal obligation. Roger is our chairman and CEO. And when a chairman and CEO has a personal obligation to you, that tells me I'm in the right spot. I'm in the right spot because he understands that the most important piece of the puzzle to making Shaklee successful is you. So no matter what your reason is for being here tonight, it almost doesn't even matter, but it matters to you. And so it's important. Okay. But whatever your reason is, whether you want to just live a healthier lifestyle, whether you're looking to make a change in your financial situation, whatever it is, Shaklee has what you need. Now, what are your options? Generally in life, there's four categories. Robert Kiyosaki, I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's an author, and he wrote this book, and he put life into essentially four quadrants. And you fall into one of these categories. On the left-hand side, you're either an employee or you're self-employed. On the right-hand side, you're either a business owner or an investor. Now, if you're on the left-hand side, you're essentially trading time for money, right? You go to a job, you clock in, you give them your time, and they pay you for that. If you're self-employed, kind of the same concept. Maybe you're your own boss because you're self-employed, but same deal, right? You're trading time for money. But as a business owner, that's where you can start to leverage, assets that you have. And as an investor, that's where you're able to leverage your income and turn that into something fantastic. So we're always looking to get to the right-hand side of the map. And as a Shaklee distributor, you become what we call a business owner because you own your own Shaklee business. Now you're in business for yourself, but the good news is you're not in business by yourself because you have the strength and the stability of Shaklee as a company, the Shaklee community, all the wonderful Shaklee products. And we make certain that what your job is to simply go out and share this with other people. And if you do that, Shaklee will support you the rest of the way. What I love about participating in Shaklee and the fact that Shaklee is a 63-year-old company is the fact that we have actual data, okay, that people can look to and say, well, if I do this, what does that look like for me? Okay. And if we start at the bottom on this screen, the very first position is something called director. And it's somebody who comes in, shares it with a few people and gets a few customers, and they build up their business and they get to that first leadership level of director. And when you become a director, your average earnings there is $10,000 a year. That's about $800 a month. So I want to ask you this question. Do you know anyone where $800 a month would be a benefit? I think we do. I know a ton of people in that regard. I'm going to take a few steps above that, and let's go to executive coordinator. Pretty cool deal. Executive coordinators make on average $48,000 a year. $48,000 a year. Again, let me ask that question. Would it help you? Or do you know anyone that it would? An additional $48,000 a year? I think so. Master coordinator, a few steps up from that. This is where, quite frankly, everyone wants to try to get to master coordinator. Their average earnings is over $200,000 a year. And again, same question. I don't even need a response here. I know for a fact that could make a difference. In fact, it could change the trajectory of what it is that you are doing today. Let me ask you this. What is it that you're driving? I ask people all the time, do you have a car payment? Most people do. I do. Okay. How would you like it if Shaklee could offset that car payment? Because Shaklee has what we call our car program, which we reimburse you for simply driving your car and talking to people about Shaklee. Would that be cool? I think it would be. What's your dream destination? Most people enjoy to travel. They particularly enjoy to travel when it's not on their dime. And at Shaklee, we have a couple trips every year. This past year, we just finished up our trip to Greece, and we finished up our trip to the Caribbean on a cruise. Next year, we're going to, some cool places like, Costa Rica and the French Alps. So a couple of those places. What if you could share this with a few people, build a business, change your trajectory and make it to the French Alps and possibly even make it to Costa Rica. Would that be something that you'd be interested in? I think maybe it would be. Here's how it works. You start by using our products. And then you go out and share it with a few people and you build some customers. Okay. So you use the products, you get a good result, you talk to a few people, you get a few customers, and you teach 3 other people to do the same. Do that over and over again. And when you do that, Shaklee will reward you in ways, not just from becoming healthier, but also helping other people become healthier and then changing the trajectory of your financial situation. Generally speaking, you'll have a few questions after we share this with you. And here's what I would encourage you to do tonight. I would encourage you to get with the person who invited you to tonight's call. They obviously care a great deal about you. That's why they've invited you here tonight, because they know that Shaklee can do wonderful things for you. So I encourage you to get with that person who invited you here tonight. Ask those questions. Find out how simple it is to become part of Shaklee and how Shaklee can change things for you. We appreciate you guys being here with us tonight. We know there's a lot of things you could be doing on a Monday evening, but we appreciate the fact that you're here. So what I would like to do is I'd like to encourage you to get with that person who invited you here tonight, find out how simple it is to become part of the Shaklee family. Thank you guys. Have a great evening. We look forward to welcoming you to the Shaklee family. Good night.